Welcome back to the channel, my brothers. This is the Brotherhood of Men. I'm Andy R, and today I want to talk to you about where women get this look that they all seem to be going for, this kind of hive mind. And I'll be doing another video about that in the future, about the female hive mind. But today I want to talk about where these ideas that women have of beauty seem to come from. I have a theory, and I'd like to share it with you, my brothers from different mothers. See if you think it holds water, and I want you to tell me in the comments if you do think it does. So where do they get these crazy ideas? I think it comes mainly from the pornographic industry. Have a look through. Now, I grew up and started dating at first in the sort of 70s, when I was a young teenager. But through the 70s and 80s, I've seen, and we, you know, this was long before we had the internet and such like, where you could just Google in any sort of fetish and you'd be bombarded with 1,000,001 videos about that particular fetish. Before that, we were lucky if we managed to find a mucky magazine in a hedge somewhere, and we'd share it around all the boys. Oh, look here, a naked woman. Now, in the 70s, women all had bushes, all had big pant spiders, as we used to call them. Pant spiders, big bushes, you know, they all had them. And then that narrowed down. It became a bikini line. And then it became a Brazilian, and now it's completely gone. It's as smooth as a beetle bonnet. It's just completely gone. So where did this idea come of female beauty? Because I remember that I was still turned on seeing the first pair of breasts, seeing the first, coochie, when I was a young teenager with the hormones raging. I didn't say, you know what, that'd look a lot better if it had some glitter sprinkled on it. No, I wasn't saying any of that. None of my friends were, and nobody I knew was. All we were attracted to was the fact that that woman was pretty. And here's the thing. A lot of people don't realise just how much influence the pornographic industry does have. And it does. So I'm going to lay it out for you guys, because I like nothing more than to give you information, facts and statistics, so that you can go, oh yeah. So here's some. Do you remember, are you of an age like me who remembers when video cassettes first came out? When they first came out, there were two main brands. There was Betamax and there was VHS. And the one that won in that war was VHS, although Betamax was actually the better system. It had 4 reading heads instead of 2, which VHS had. It had 4 reading heads, which meant that the picture was clearer. The cassettes were actually a little bit smaller than VHS. But do you know why VHS won in the video wars, as they were called at the time? Because it was always a case of somebody who bought a VHS system were mocking those who got Betamax, and those who got Betamax were mocking those who got VHS. It was like, oh yeah, well, it's cheaper for me to buy the tapes for my... Yeah, but mine's got a better picture, and all of those things. It was very much like Beatlemania or the Rolling Stones. It was, you had to pick a side, and you picked the side by opening your wallet up and spending a hell of a lot of money on a video cassette player. And like I say, they were pretty much right at the beginning, selling in equal quantities, Betamax and VHS. I remember going round to some of my friends' houses and they had a VHS, and some of them had a Betamax. We didn't care so long as we could put a film in and watch it. So why did VHS outperform and outwin against Betamax, and Betamax ended up just a footnote in history? Because VHS was adopted by the porn industry. That's right. They used that because it was cheaper to buy the tapes and copy to make more profit out of than it was to buy the Betamax ones. Betamax were a better quality, but VHS were cheaper. And when it comes to making money, you want to sell as many of them as you can. So men have always liked the entertainment, shall we say. We're visual creatures. We're turned on by seeing beautiful people having sex. It's just a fact of life. we're actually looking at the beautiful woman, but secretly we're comparing ourselves against the guy as well. There's an old joke I often say to my missus, if we actually sit down and watch one of these adult movies together, and we do sometimes, I'll say to her, well, I'm not as big as him, and you don't look as pretty as her. Let's both of us go upstairs and disappoint each other. It's said jokingly because we know that we're not the people on that screen. We're of an age now where we're very settled in our own bodies. We don't really care what other people think, so long as we find each other attractive still. That's all that matters. So that's why VHS became, and again, one of the main reasons why the internet became such a big, huge, it took off. Originally, it was just network systems within companies, the internet. It was fledgling. The thing that drove it was the pornographic industry. Once again, it exploded because people could get on their own PCs and go click, 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 click. I want to see women doing this, or men and women doing that, or 50 women and one guy, or 50 guys and one, whatever. Anything your imagination could think up, there was probably a video of couples doing that. And so it exploded again. And it exploded within the home. Home PCs were the first ones, before laptops and tablets and all the rest of it, and mobile phones. It was home PCs. And men would always use the excuse of, well, it's education, the kids all need it for school and all that. What they're really thinking is when everybody's gone to bed, I can log on and look at women who are far prettier than my missus doing things that my missus won't do. It was the pornographic industry, once again, drove the internet, drove computer sales, especially home computers, home PCs. And this is what people don't understand, just how powerful and how much influence that one industry has. But here's the thing. Over that time, you've seen the female stars that appear in these adult movies have progressively changed. And then you see those changes happen in the real world with women who you see on a day-to-day basis. They think, I want to look like that woman who's a star in an adult movie in real life. So they start moulding and changing their bodies. This is why, like I say, the bush became, it was bikini line. And then it became the Brazilian, just a strip above. And then it became completely off, because that's what appeared in the porn industry. It didn't happen instantly. It sort of has a progression. It's happening quicker now. As something changes, it's mimicked in real life a lot quicker. You see it with these massive, silly, ridiculous fake eyelashes that women, some women should I say, insist on wearing. First place it appeared, in the porn. Belly button piercing. Who ever told a woman that that was attractive? No man's gone, you know what, you look fantastic, but I wish I had something to bat at and play with whilst we're having this bedroom fun. That's not entertaining enough for me. I'm a cat and I like to hit at a ball on a string. So let's have a dangly chain on your belly button, shall we? No. But women saw women in the porn industry sporting belly button rings and nipple piercings, and then the crazy piercings on the face, then the tattoos. More and more stars who were female in the adult industry started coming out with sleeves of tattoos all over their bodies and that. And those women, mimicking the hive mind, decided, that's what's attractive. You see, men never said to them, this is what I find attractive. But because men watch these videos, they get it into their head. We watch it because those women are beautiful because of all of these modifications they've got. No, we watch it because we just are visual creatures. We like to see men and women having sex. But women don't see it that way. They get it into their head that this is what's attractive. This is why if a female star of movie or something does something a little bit weird, dyes her hair a weird colour, so many women go out slavishly and get their hair dyed that colour because they admire that woman, and because she's earning huge amounts of money, and because she's got a big following, they think, if I do the same as her, then I'll get massive amounts of money. I'll get a huge following. Not realising that they did that because of their talent. Just like these women who appear in the adult industry are not like real women. This is why when you first saw the breast implant explosion in sort of the 80s, they look like a couple of cantaloupes stuck on a chest. They look nothing natural. But that's what we were seeing in the adult industry, in the porn industry. Women with these overinflated boobs that look like a couple of basketballs. And then women went out and got that augmentation themselves. Do you see? It was slavishly following what they thought other women found attractive, but really they did it because they thought that's what men find attractive. And again, they never asked men. We would have told them, no, that's not what I find attractive. What I find attractive is what they're doing, not what they look like. Women don't seem to get it. Anyway, that's where I think their crazy ideas came from. That's why I think women have a hive mentality. They will slavishly follow the latest craze, the latest idea that a woman tells another woman that men find attractive, instead of asking men, because the last thing they'd want to do. Women are often accusing men of, oh, you'd rather use a tank of diesel than stop and ask for directions or read a map, because men don't do that. Well, there's a little bit of truth to that. But women, you would rather completely augment your body, use surgery, tattoos, all this, that and the other, in what you think men are attractive, than doing the one thing you really should do, and that is ask a man, what do you find attractive? Because most men will answer, I find the natural look attractive. I find a woman's natural beauty attractive. I don't like all of the makeup. I don't like the false eyelashes. I don't like these huge, ridiculous acrylic nails. I don't like tattoos and piercings all over a body. It's just a distraction for what it is that I do find attractive, and that's the female form. Anyway, my name's Andy R. This is the Brotherhood of Men, and if I've earned your subscription today, please hit the